In this video, we're going to talk about operator precedence in PHP. And operator precedence is important in every language, and PHP is no exception to that rule. Now, operator precedence can get very, very complicated. So in this video, we're just going to talk about the basics, so you get the basic concept of it. And in later videos, we'll talk about more complicated expressions with operator precedence. Now, you can see here in the comments section, I've put the default movement is always left to right. That's the default movement of operators. That's how they evaluate initially. But, and that's the key word there, but some operators have greater precedence over other operators, and that can sort of mess up this movement from left to right. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Now you can see here also in the comments section I've put addition and subtraction are equal in precedence. And so let's start out with that. So we have a very basic expression here. We're just going to add 10 plus 5 and then we'll move further to the right and then subtract 4. So if this works correctly, 10 plus 5 of course is 15 and minus 4 is 11. So let's go ahead and load up our lesson.php. And you can see we got 11, which is what we expected. Now, this is where it can get a little tricky. Let's go ahead and change this to multiplication. Now, if we were to move normally from left to right, this would be 10 plus 5, of course, is 15. And 15 times 4 would give us 60. But that is not how it works, because as I wrote right here, multiplication has greater precedence over addition and subtraction. So this part of the expression will evaluate first. So it'll actually be 5 times 4 is 20, and then it will be added to 10. And that will actually give us something very different. It will give us 30. So let's go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and refresh our page, and you can see we got 30. And it would be the same if we had a minus here. Again, multiplication and division will always take precedence over addition and subtraction. Now, what if you wanted 10 plus 5 here to evaluate first? What if you wanted this result to be 60? Well, what you do is you use parentheses, and that will actually cause this part of the expression to be evaluated first. Let's go ahead and just copy and paste that in here. And we'll go ahead and resave this. Let's refresh our page. And there you can see we got 60. So again, you can always override precedence if you want. So at a basic level, that's how precedence works. Now it gets much, much more complicated than this, and we'll get into this in future videos. But for now, go ahead and play around with this. Maybe go ahead and put subtraction and division together and just see how some of these work out. And I will see you guys in the next video.